We want to turn, though, to the growing outrage over that 110-year sentence given to a truck driver involved in a fatal crash that killed 4 people in Colorado. Some big-name stars now joining the 4.5 million people calling for clemency. And this morning, some of the families of the victims and survivors are speaking out. Kaylee Hartung has the latest. Kaylee, good morning to you.
Good morning, Janae. This is a painful process for so many people involved. Now that a jury has determined that this truck driver was responsible for this deadly collision, the question sparking so much backlash now is, does this punishment really fit the crime? This morning, pressure mounting on Colorado's governor to reduce the 110-year prison sentence for the truck driver convicted in this deadly highway crash.
It doesn't really spell justice.
Calls for justice for Rogel Aguilera-Mederos on the steps of the Colorado Capitol, his mother in tears.
Governor Polis, we want you to reduce or give clemency for the unfair sentencing of 110 years.
Those voices echoing the nearly 5 million people who've signed an online petition asking for his controversial sentence to be reduced.
Nobody's asking that he not serve any time. They're just asking for a reduction that's commensurate with the crime here.
And now the district attorney filing a motion for the judge to reconsider the sentencing in an expedited hearing, calling this an exceptional case involving unusual and extenuating circumstances.
It's hard to even say what justice would look like because there's no justice for, like the ones who died, the ones who are injured.
In 2019, 4 people were killed, several injured in this fiery pileup just outside Denver. Gage Evans' husband, Bill Bailey, was one of the victims.
For people to recognize that that he was responsible for killing my husband gave me the chance to breathe.
Mederos claiming his brakes failed, causing him to lose control of his semi-trailer and slam into dozens of stopped cars. But prosecutors arguing he was going nearly twice the speed limit just before the crash. A jury finding him guilty on 27 counts, the most serious charge being first-degree assault. The judge saying he wouldn't have chosen this lengthy sentence, but his hands were tied by state laws, which carry mandatory minimum penalties for certain crimes and require some sentences to be served consecutively.
It raises the question of murderers in the state of Colorado receiving significantly less time, and they're serving less time than Mr. Aguilera-Mederos.
Kim Kardashian using her star power to draw attention to the case, tweeting, "Colorado law really has to be changed, and this is so unfair."
There's long ways to go to reform our justice system. And this is just one example of a man who woke up with no malintention, went to work, and this tragic accident happened. And that's something that right now the mandatory sentencing is not taking into account.
And in this upcoming hearing that the DA has requested, if the judge determines that he doesn't have the authority to amend this sentence, well, then the power will ultimately lie in the governor of Colorado's hands to decide Mederos' fate. Gio.
All right, Kaylee Hartung in Los Angeles for us. Kaylee, thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.